The New York Liberty were untouchable, undefeated, unbothered. Every team that stepped onto the court with them was left bruised, physically, mentally, and emotionally. 9 games, 9 wins. Each one more dominant than the last. They weren't just winning, they were embarrassing teams, crushing confidence, and making even seasoned professionals look like rookies lost in the headlights. No one had the formula to beat them. Not until June 14th. Not until Caitlin Clark returned. For 5 games, Clark had been out. A strained quad benched the Fever's biggest weapon, and in her absence, Indiana had struggled. The energy was off. The rhythm was missing. But when word spread that Clark would be suiting up again, everything changed. The fans knew it. The Fever knew it. The Liberty had no idea what was coming. The Fever were not favored. They were injured, inconsistent, and facing a team that hadn't lost in 2025. But basketball doesn't always listen to logic. Sometimes, it listens to heart. And Clark didn't just return to the court, she exploded onto it like a supernova. What happened at Gainbridge Fieldhouse wasn't just a great game. It was a seismic shift in the WNBA. It took exactly 38 seconds to rewrite the storyline. Just over half a minute for Caitlin Clark to turn a dominant Liberty team into a disoriented mess. 3 shots. 3 long-distance daggers. One from 34 feet. Another from 31. Then another. 9 points in under a minute. The kind of performance that belongs in highlight reels, documentaries, and basketball folklore. The crowd went from tense anticipation to raucous euphoria. Liberty defenders, once confident and organized, stood frozen, watching a basketball prodigy set fire to their undefeated season. Before Clark's barrage, the Liberty were up by 11. By the time the dust settled on those 38 seconds, the game was tied. Momentum didn't just shift, it violently flipped. From that point on, it was Indiana's game to lose, and Clark made sure they didn't. But she wasn't done. By halftime, she had 25 points. That alone would have been enough to earn her the spotlight. But Clark isn't satisfied with enough. She kept shooting, kept driving, kept creating. 7 3-pointers by the end of the game. 30 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. And history. This performance wasn't just historic, it was unprecedented. No WNBA player, not Sue Bird, not Diana Taurasi, not Maya Moore, had ever posted those exact numbers in a single game. Clark didn't just match the legends. She passed them. With this game, she recorded her 3rd career performance with 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, surpassing the great Candace Parker's total across her first 2 seasons. And Clark's pace? Unheard of. She became the 4th fastest player in WNBA history to reach 850 career points, doing it in just 45 games. Compare that to Diana Taurasi, who needed 565 games to reach 9 outings where she scored or assisted on 50-plus points. Clark already has 9 in just 45. She's not chasing records, she's erasing timelines. What unfolded that night wasn't just about Clark, though. That's what made it so special. This wasn't a solo show. This was a team statement. Lexi Hull had the best game of her career. Points, rebounds, assists, you name it, she delivered. The Liberty defense was too focused on stopping Clark to realize Hull was catching fire. And that's what makes the Fever dangerous. You focus on one, and the others burn you. Aaliyah Boston, the steady centerpiece, did what few centers in the league can, she distributed. Her 4.1 assists per game this season are unheard of for a post player. Her court vision and IQ give the Fever a strategic weapon most teams don't have. She sees the floor like a point guard and executes with the strength of a center. When she's dishing out no-look passes and defending the rim, the Fever's offense opens up like a symphony. Kelsey Mitchell, the quiet killer, added 22 points, many of them clutch. Every time the Liberty threatened to crawl back, Mitchell was there. A 3-pointer here. A driving layup there. She's the closer. The one who slams the door shut when the opponent thinks they still have a shot. Even the bench was surgical. Sydney Colson came in and didn't miss a beat. 10 points. 6 assists. Smart decisions. Veteran poise. When Clark needed rest, Colson kept the engine running. That's the kind of depth championship teams rely on. And then there was Stephanie White, the coach behind it all. Her game plan was flawless. She didn't just let Clark loose, she created a system where every piece of the puzzle worked in sync. After the game, she praised the team's resilience, their chemistry, and their unselfishness. And it wasn't coach speak. It was the truth. Together, this group dismantled the undefeated Liberty. Final score, 102-88. The Liberty's perfect season? Gone. Their confidence? Shaken. The Fever didn't just win a game, they exposed weaknesses. They showed the rest of the league that New York could bleed. That their impenetrable armor had a crack. This was the kind of performance that makes the entire league sit up and watch. Every coach, every analyst, every fan saw something special that night. The defending champions got rocked. The blueprint was revealed. And it was written by a team that, until now, was still trying to find its identity. Now they have won. Caitlin Clark isn't just a star. She's a force of nature. And when she's surrounded by teammates who are all firing on every cylinder, there may be no ceiling for the Indiana Fever. If you believe this is just the beginning, comment CC Record Breaker down below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a second of the journey. Because if June 14th taught us anything, it's that when Caitlin Clark returns, history gets rewritten. And the Fever? They're just getting started.